Varha Valamudan, be blessed by the divine bliss. We first thank the lady participants who very beautifully sang the Irai Vanakkam and the Guru Vandana. And we also thank Shanmuga Kanisar for having conducted the Duriya meditation. Varha Valamudan. We now start today's session with a very interesting subject. The title of the subject is Genetic Center, Mind, Formation and its Function. So to deliver the lecture for us, we have Professor Satyamurthy sir. So on your behalf, I request Ayya to give us a lecture on Genetic Center, Mind, Formation and its Function. Varha Valamudan.
Be blessed by the divine. Respected professors on and off the dais, my brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to this subject and to give me an opportunity to share my experiences and Swamiji's teachings with you today morning. What is this? Treasure. As soon as you see this treasure, the mind started hunting for the treasure. Treasure hunt, gold rush. We started hunting now. Unfortunately, this treasure house, when it is outside, we saw in our lifespan many people hunting for this. You know what is the end of their life? Pain and miseries. But the treasure out, what Swamiji says, the genetic center is the treasure house. That is what in us. That is not outside. That is well within us. Now, we started hunting for the treasure which is inside now. When it was outside, it was difficult. Then what Swamiji did it is there inside. Now, let us try to hunt for the treasure. This treasure house is called as genetic center. This is there for the last generations over generations. It is for the human excellence. The divinity has formed it. Now, Swamiji says it is inside. Now let us try to locate where it is so that you can get the treasure. Have a better understanding. You take a vessel, pour water in it, start stirring in it. Take a stirrer and go on stirring in it. When you stir the water, it forms a vortex. Wherever there is a circulation, it forms a center, and the vortex it's called as, it is exactly in the center of the vessel now. So you take sand or any material, put it closer to the vessel, periphery of the vessel, end of the vessel. Now what happens to the particles you dropped in? It comes to the center. If you understood this simple science, we have circulations in our body. Say the life force circulation. The life force particles are self-rotation plus it is circulating within the body. All that circulation which forms the center. That center is called genetic center. Exact center of the body. So the life force particles, when it starts rotating, it forms a center. Now, all that life force particles which we carry over generations, passed on to us by we came from our father, grandfather, yesterday we were discussing about it. So all those things passed on to our parents, it is there in us with all imprints. Please understand, all that imprinted qualities are there in the life force particles. Millions and millions of life force particles are rotating inside the body. It forms a center. That is what is genetic center. So now all the imprints carried over by thought, word and deed, generations over generations are there. It is a treasure house, divine treasure house, the house of karma. They call it as the black box of an aircraft. All that imprints goes to the genetic center. All that incidents happening inside the aircraft gets imprinted in the black box. So this genetic center is also called as the house of karma. Now, once all the imprints are there in the genetic center, based on the imprints you carried over generations, that is the treasure. Now, we come to the point, what is my share in that? If your father's property, immediately we look for what is my share. So that is the treasure, you got it. Now, the treasure is there, now you understood what is the treasure and what is my share. So once all these things are carried away and it is there in the form of a blueprint, it is available in our genetic center. Now all the documents are now ready. If it is all documented, now the case court to the court. So it is a divine Supreme Court. Now it is there in the court, in a court where you can go and bribe by the judge. You can manipulate. But all those things are not possible in this court. It is a divine judge, the divine court, Supreme Court, where you cannot see the person. You cannot bribe. You cannot buy. You cannot do anything. To have a better understanding of this divine Supreme Court, you know who is Chitragupta? The only and one PA of Yamadharma. The only and one PA. And there is no alternative. There is no choice. He is only one guy who is supposed to do the day-to-day accounts. Okay. Now, let us have a little more understanding of that Chitragupta. I wrote here, but I just told it as Chitraguptan. That's what being told by our ancestors. So the story goes like this. All the sin, all that karmas we do, it gets recorded by the Chitragupta. And when we exit from this world, we just go to the another world. Where? Who is sitting there? Yamadharma is sitting there. So we are not here in this earth. So we are now going to go to that place. If you have a 10-year-old boy of this generation, you know what he will ask? Mummy, hold on. You said he is a only and one PA sitting on this earth. Now you told me he is not here. He is there in different loka. Yamadharma's loka. He is now reading the accounts of that departed person, departed soul. Now that intelligent child will ask you a question: who is there to write the accounts on the earth? What is your answer? No answer. You know what we say? Bye mucho. We don't know to give a proper answer to the child. We say, keep quiet. That's what my mother told me. So that has been passed on to us. Now, the child will ask you to continue the story. Okay, afterwards, the sin committed by the individuals X, Y and Z according to their sin imprints have been roasted in the oil, deep boiling oil, or put many serious punishments given. Why the punishments given? To purify. Now all that souls are purified. Understood? Now again you are going to conclude the story to your child. Amma, hold on. You said all that souls gets purified in that point. Now all the children born here on this earth should be pure from, free from all contaminations. Are they? Just listen to me, that's all. You have no answer again. So, end of it, you are unable to answer your child now. All the children born, once the purification takes place in that loka, when the child born here, they should be free from a flawless child should be. But is it there? No. That means there is no hell or heaven outside. Hell and heaven are right here. So there is no Chitragupta sitting outside and writing our accounts. We are the Chittagupta to ourselves. We who write all our accounts. Within four walls, if you do anything, it simply gets recorded into our genetic center. We simply record it. We see how the recording takes place little later. So all those things are recorded, imprinted. You have no choice. Okay. It is not Chitragupta. It is now. Now you change the story and you tell the children, it is not Chittagupta, son. It is Chitragupta, it is Chittagupta. You are the Chitragupta to yourself. You are going to write your own records. If you are hiding something after your lunch break from school, you have not taken your lunch, you just come back and throw your food outside, you are caught. You are responsible for all the sins you have committed, the crimes or the mistakes you have committed. You are writing. You know what will happen? Your son will also do it, you tell them. Then you are also going to repeat the same story. So let us not give a room for that. You educate your children that the divine Supreme Court, the God sitting inside, is Bihu or the judge. We are going to decide. We are going to give the punishment according to our imprint. So now, how this works? The genetic center works in the simple principle of cause and effect system. The cause and effect which is prevailing in the law of nature. Nothing in this world or nothing in this universe happens without a cause. There is rain, here you get the smell of the soil. Without that action, there cannot be a cause. Without the cause, there cannot be an action here. Action and cause. So again, it just goes on. Because the smells here, there could have been an action there. So it's vice versa, it goes on. So in this universe, nothing happens without a cause. If you understand this principle, the genetic center works very clearly in the principle of cause and effect system. Cause and effect system prevailing in the law of nature. It's an unfailing cause and effect system. As Swamiji says, it's an unfailing cause and effect system prevailing in the law of nature. Never fails. Perfect judgment given. Sir, what is that cause and effect system? Let us have a better understanding. It has got a time frame. If you strike a matchstick, it lights. It gets you fire. It's an instant result. So the action and the result is seen suddenly. If you ring a bell, the sound you hear it, the next fraction of a second you hear it. So action, result. Some action gives a result instantaneously, cause, effect. And some takes little longer time. If your capacity to digest the alwa, say 100 grams. You go to your friend's wedding, that is free. Your friend, this much, cousin so much, and this and that. You ate half a kg of halwa. What will happen? It takes 6 to 8 hours for you to go to a place. Okay. So, that cause will give you, that action will give you a result after some time, 6 hours or 8 hours. Some action will take months. Hey, I want to have a baby. You cannot have a baby. It takes 9 months and 10 days. The gestation period in the nature is 9 months and 10 days. It months. If an elephant wants a baby, it has to wait for 18 months. See, that is the gestation period. So the cause and effect system, some are immediate, some are days, and some are months, some are years. If we want to get freedom, it requires our great grandfathers to get freedom to talk. They worked in jail and they broke all the stone. They were doing all that work. With that, they were working to get freedom to talk. So after 2 generations, we got freedom to talk. So if we want freedom, please understand, we'll have to go to jail. Is it not? We have seen our ancestors going to jail to get freedom to talk. Now we got freedom to talk, freedom to write, freedom to do anything on the screen. Now nobody can escape. We got that, all that freedom, we got it. Now we want financial freedom. What is happening in our society is we want financial freedom. For that to get a freedom, you have to go to jail. So if your children are working in software industries, they are in a luxurious jail. See, for to get freedom, you have to go to jail. So to get financial freedom, they are going to jail. They are in the luxurious jail. So don't worry at all. Cause, effect. So for any of these, the cause and effect, some cause gives you a effect later, but that is all visible. One which is visible to you, you will accept. The one which is not visible, the unseen, you are not ready to accept. What are they? Why that guy is born blind? Immediate, you will not accept. The divine court, the genetic center, works on the principle of cause and effect system. This you are not seeing. Why a child born blind? Where is the divine court? His judgment is wrong. You don't accept. But now I just give you a story as told by Siddhartha, Gautama Buddha in 2550 years back. Even today we remember. One day, the answer was given by Buddha. That was there written in the book. I am telling, don't ask me. I was not there. Maybe I was there sitting in one of the monk, I will be sitting there. So I got the connection, I am giving you the story as it is. Okay. In Gautama Buddha's ashram, 2 monks were getting inside. They saw a monk stamping all the ants which is moving on a row. That fellow was go on stamping. All the ants just come under his foot, was all crushed and died. The 2 monks were getting inside the ashram. They saw, oh God, the Guru who teaches ahimsa, where such things are happening, I have to ask this. So the end of the day, when there is a question and answer session, the 2 monks stood up. Guruji, this is what happened in your ashramam this morning. I want a clear-cut answer from you. Why and how such things can happen in your place? Then immediately he said, now can you tell me who is that person? Swamiji, look at that. That is the person. That's a guy who stamped all the ants. Oh, that guy. He's born blind. Oh God, he's born blind. That is why he was stamping. Now the next question. Why he is born blind? He started answering. Okay. In his previous birth, he was a Vaidyar. He was a doctor. So, what are the duties and responsibilities of a doctor? He has to save the life. He should not take anything in return. He has only right to save the life, not to kill. Otherwise, save the life means you should not kill. Okay. Now, that is what the oath they take when they get out of the college. Okay, now, one day, a lady cries and just, oh God, I lost my eyes. I was running last few days. The high temperature, I lost my eyes. I'm unable to see. She runs to the doctor's house, sitting outside. What happened to you? This is what has happened, doctor. Okay, now, I understood the problem. I will give you a medicine. What were your work doing? I was a housemaid. doing all cleaning the vessels. I was only helping for a my masters. Okay, now if you are ready to work in my house, I'll get back your eyes. She started worrying. Oh God, I already few masters in my house, in my list. I cannot leave them and come to this doctor and work. I need eyes to even work, to go and work back to my master's place. Oh God, somehow thinking that he decided, okay, let me do it. Yes, she just nods her head without saying anything. Okay, this doctor goes inside, makes a medicine, pours into the eyes, she got her eyes back. But she don't want to tell the truth. If she tells the truth, he will call her for the house to do his housework. Then she just acts. Doctor, I am unable to see it clearly. But the doctor knows she is telling a lie. You're trying to dodge me, doctor thought. Come on, I'll get you another medicine, you will get back your vision perfectly. He just goes inside, makes another medicine, pours it in her eyes. She lost the eyes. She lost the eyes. This is what happened. It gave you a result. A doctor was supposed to do save a life or take a person from pain to pleasure. What he did, the first crime committed by him was asking her to work in her house, getting something in return. That's the first sin he has committed. And the second sin he has committed is making her blind again. For those two sinful acts, the man undergoing this life as born blind. I allow everybody to think. Now you'll all think. Now your mind already started lingering all over the place where we have seen, people are without limbs, this, that. Unless there is a cause, there cannot be a result. Because unseen, that's a problem. Every action has a result. Cause and effect. And there is an FAQ, another FAQ asked by everybody. If the cause and effect system works, why all good people should suffer? Why bad people will enjoy? This is another FAQ asked by wherever you go, frequently asked questions. Why it is? The answer is, I'll just give you a small example so that you will remember all the time. A lot of women are this side, they can understand better than men. Think a kitchen platform. You started boiling your milk. The milk was about to boil. By the time you get your mobile is ringing. Now what do? First attend the mobile. We are addicted to that. Probably I used to tell the next generation child born, the child will be holding his ear and will be born. You know why? You are all the time holding the mobile. I'm not telling you, it's a fact. I just tell my own experience. I used to bite nails from my childhood. My son is biting, 35 years. My granddaughter is biting now. It's biting nails, it goes generations over generation. Cause and effect, the habit, it just goes on. A small action like this, it continues. Why not all these things? It will. You just watch. Then, cell phone you will attend. By the time, what will happen to the milk? So what do? Immediately you take a soil cloth, mashi batte, it is there. You take that, lift it and put it that side to the next place, and a little amount of milk is touched there, and you just wiped the vessel, wiped the stove, kept the cloth on that side. Then in the process of taking and putting it on the other side, a small bit of milk spilled in your sari. What do? Will you leave it? No, you go there and wash. Is it not? Now the next time you are just cutting some vegetables. You cut a beetroot, a little amount of red color, just put in there. Then you just go there, wipe it in your that soiled cloth, wipe the platform in the soiled cloth. Then what do you do? A small bit of red color in your sari. What do? Again you go there and wash your sari. 10 times if it happens during the day, without any hesitation, you wash your sari. But will you wash that soiled cloth? Masi batte? It is there. So God wants the good people to be good always. God wants good people to be always good, and they don't want to get further contaminated. And the soiled cloth is like bad people. So they are always bad. One day that is going to be put in the what? Acid, dash it, wash. Then you hammer it. Then you take it and throw it. Bad people are thrown away from the society. Now everybody is praying God give me all kind of problems immediately. Purify me all my problems. Started asking. See, if you understand this concept of cause and effect, you will have a blissful life. If you don't understand, you will have only blisters. Bliss and blisters. There are only two things. So now, the cause and effect system, the genetic center works under the principle of cause and effect system. For a cause and effect system, we can give you many examples. It is an invisible guide. It is an invisible guide. Genetic center is an invisible guide to us. Unseen. Invisible guide, having different faiths. Oh God, I have this problem. I have this. You know what all you go and invisible guide. I have invisible guide gives you some problems. So what do? Genetic center gives you some problems. Then where you go? Your husband or father, mother, other, they will not lend their ears for your problems. Where you go? You go to temple, or you go to a church, or you go to a mosque, depending on your religious faith, you go there. God, give me all this problem. Somebody will try to bribe the God. Somebody will try to feed the God. I'll give you 10,000 people food. Somebody is to bribe the God, somebody is to feed the God, somebody is to beg the God, nothing happens. God is of everything. Everything is evolved from the same single source, the fundamental energy particle. So the God is in the form of food, God is in the form of your bribe. So you don't want all those things. So nothing will work. It's like a data drive. All the data drive has got all the imprints of carried generations over generations. Hereditary imprints, not only your life, past life, great grandfather, everything. This genetic center, invisible guide, will help you. And this imprints, the invisible guide, genetic center, it travels between births and deaths over many generations in the evolutionary process. Don't think that it is only a little distance. It is over generations, it gets carried away. So for that action, the cause, you will get the effect. You might not have done it, somebody might have done it. The genetic center, the invisible guide, as a divine court continues to give it, the only way is to accept. Accept the incident as it comes to you. Accept the people around you, family and society as they are. ಇದು ಬಂದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನನ್ನ ಅಜ್ಜನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸಾರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಸಾರಿ. So why should I get it? That's what another FAQ in this invisible guide. You have not seen what your grandfather did it. Why should I? Now I just give you an idea so that you develop the acceptance. Okay. The third ring road is being formed in Bangalore. You are from Bangalore originally. Suddenly you get a notice from the acquiring, those who are authorities acquiring the highway, ring road. See, that time, we found out there is this property of 10 acres belongs to you. You are the only daughter or a son surviving, we found out by the records. So we are going to acquire that land. If you put a signature, you will get 20 lakhs. What do? You will run and get the money. You don't know. Someday, you don't know the property was there at all. You got it one day because the survey done, you got it, the extension, you got it. Records were there, you got it 20 lakhs. Okay. Now, your grandfather had a asthma. No choice. You have to accept it. Disease comes without you are asking, without you are inviting, it comes automatically. The invisible guide pushes that. Come on, take it. Enjoy it. Disease. Money, got it. Character. Even character. Character comes to you. The invisible guide pushes the character, qualities, everything it comes to us. Now you will be surprised to see that a husband and wife are very calm and quiet. Just see them, how beautiful, how calm and quiet they are. A child born for them is very angry. If you say something, it goes and hits the floor and it bangs and cries. You will be surprised. Oh God, you see that, look at the parents, then child is like this, an angry child, ferocious child. You got worried now. Then you have no answer. Then again, one day, your grandmother comes, great-grandmother, 99-year-old, comes to your house. Your grandmother died. Great-grandmother is there. She came to your house one day because you had a housewarming ceremony. Because you wanted at least the blessings of your great-grandmother. One day, that time when great-grandmother was just saying, the child started beating the head and crying. Then you asked, Aji, I asked all the people, no answer for this problem. Look at your granddaughter and grandson, how calm, quiet they are. Look at the great child. It's doing such a mischievous thing. What is the problem? Why it happening? Now, all these things you beg to that, put all the story to her. She will listening laughingly. Then you know what is her answer? Ajjanangidane. Like my great father he is. You don't know the answer. That's all over. My husband was like that. So the great granddaughter is like that. That's all. If you happen to see any such children, or if you happen to see even your own grandchild behaves like that, okay, my great grandfather is here. His quality is here. So, what do we want in life? Health, peace and happiness. If you want health, peace and happiness, change your attitude. Look at the child. It is my great grandfather's reflection, invisible guide, the genetic center manifested in this generation. Let me undergo the process. Then you have your health, peace and happiness. Now, this Swamiji says it is a blissful field. The genetic center is a blissful field for all the human existence. We started hunting for the treasure. We located the treasure. What is the kind of treasure? What do we want? So, the God, because it's a divine court, it is this system devised by God for all the human beings. It just converts into God, space. Human consciousness to God consciousness. If you understand this concept of cause and effect system, the genetic center, and it works under the principle of cause and effect system, a man can behave like God. You will manifest the divine qualities in you if you understand all these things, how it works. So this is the treasure. He allocated the treasure, where it is, and what it contains. Ultimately, by using that, what do we get? Peace, health and happiness. How do we behave? Okay. Now we see, just for your information, it's a dictionary meaning. What is genetic? Genetic is, if you take a dictionary and when you see, it is a study how the characters are passed on from one generation to other generation. Now you can understand the divine court and one and the same. All that characters passed on from one generations to other through gene, through DNA. Genes are the parts of the cells which controls all the physical characteristics, growth and development in all living beings. So that's the genetic center. And now you have understood now how the genetic center is. The genetic center has 3 bodies. The genetic center is the center of 3 bodies: physical body, astral body, and causal body. It performs varieties of functions with a perfect harmonious conditions. Physical body, now we'll see one by one in detail. Physical body is made out of millions of cells. It's a cellular structure, varieties of cells, made out of 5 elements: air, heavy air, water and solid matters. Which is the element, the main element for the physical body is vital fluid. Vital fluid is the main element for the physical body. Why it is? The vital fluid is, okay, we'll see it a little later. Now we'll see body one by one. The next one is astral body. The energy body. It is the inner layer. The outer layer is physical body. The inner layer is astral body. And it contains of the aggregate of the life force particle penetratively circulating throughout the physical body. Physical structure. So the astral body is made out of millions and millions of life force particles which continuously penetrating and circulating throughout the physical structure. The main element to the astral body is life force particles. Now we'll go to the third one. The magnetic body or the causal body, Karana Sarira. This is the third layer in the human body and the aggregate of the total biomagnetism existing and functioning in the physical body. And the basic or the main element are the biomagnetism. The biomagnetism is the main element for the mind. Biomagnetism is nothing but our mind. It functions as our mind. Okay. All these 3 put together, thus the genetic center is constituted by these 3 things. One is the dense biomagnetism, the other one is the life force particles, the third one is physical body is of vital fluid. If this makes the living being, for human being, Mooladhara is the center. Mooladhara is the genetic center for a human body. All these 3 put together. Now, we go to the biomagnetism to understand our mind. We have understood the genetic center. Now we need a tool to operate the genetic center. The tool to operate is the mind, that is biomagnetism. How this, if you want the tool to be stronger and healthier, a healthy mind and a strong mind can function better. A weak tool will not function. So if you need a strong mind, a strong tool, then what is the base? Let us try to understand. The essence of the food, water, air, whatever we consume, it transforms into Sapta Tadikals, 7 stages. Blood, first is food juice, that's a blood plasma, then comes to blood, a portion of the juice becomes blood, and a portion of the blood becomes flush. You might have learned this in kayakalpa yoga. And little amount of flush gets converted into fat, and another amount of fat gets converted into bone calcium, and a little amount of calcium bone gets converted into bone marrow. And the bone marrow is responsible for the production of vital fluid. Now let us understand, if your tool, the mind, is to be strong, what do? The input should be healthy. I will drink a Coca-Cola and a finger chips as and when I feel hungry. Your input is junk. The output is going to be junk. Please understand this. I can eat whatever I want, no choice. You cannot eat whatever you want. The input is good, the output is going to be good. So you must be very careful in looking at that input. So now, the input is going to be whatever I want, whatever I like, I will eat, no choice. You need to have a balanced diet. When to eat, what not to eat, how to eat. Somebody, is on a dining table, kept, they will not eat their mouth, they will eat their eye. That's all over. They have taken the whole thing. Say, do not try. If you try to eat through your eye, your stomach becomes bigger. You are inviting, I am ready to eat the whole thing. That's all. Never do that. That is how. Eat in the right way. Eat the balanced thing. The balanced way of eating one should adapt. So thereby, if your input is going to be balanced, the quality and quantity of the input is going to be good. The output is going to be good. So the quality and quantity of the vital fluid is going to be very good if your input is good. Now, the quality and the quantity of the vital fluid is stronger and healthier. It can retain volumes and volumes, millions and millions of life force particles. So the quality and quantity of the vital fluid is responsible for holding the life force particles. Now, the life force particle, the quality, it inherent rotation, it goes on self-rotation, 1 million revolutions per second. A small example, that's all. Then it just gives you a magnetism that is called biomagnetism. The dense biomagnetism is produced. If the quality and quantity of the vital fluid is good, then you can retain the quality life force particles, millions and millions of life force particles. Because of its self-rotation, it produces dense biomagnetic field. If the dense biomagnetic field presents or prevails in your body, you have a lot of immunity, you have self-defense mechanism. Now you can hunt your treasure. If you have this immunity, you can face the divine judgment. If you have this immunity and if you have this self-defense, now the divine court gives a judgment. You have to undergo this pain and miseries. God wants to be pure. If your quality and quantity of the vital fluid, life force particles, dense magnetism, and your immunity is going to be strong, now you are ready. Come on, I will challenge you. Give me whatever I want. Whatever you want, I am ready to face. Life becomes blissful. So the stock of biomagnetism in the body determines the immunity and the self-defense. Now your tool to face, to operate. Your genetic center is clear now. So biomagnetism is equal to mind. Powerful tool. Mind is responsible. With using your mind, the biomagnetic field, you can do wonders. Whatever there in the treasure, all the good ones you can take it, all the bad ones you can throw it. You can cut, paste and edit. Using this tool, you can cut, paste and edit. Now let us see how the mind is. The biomagnetic field is now dense in your body. Now, when you start doing your day's work, it just flows. You started working. Oh, what is the time now? Just look at the watch. 11 o'clock. Oh, right. I don't know. It just coincides. Right? It's at 11 o'clock. Oh, it is a time. I must get ready. Oh, so many hours passed. Okay. Any biomagnetism which is flowing to your jnanindriyas, when there is going to be an obstruction, you perceive things. From shifted your focus from your system, your work, looked at the watch, your biomagnetism is just gone, the obstruction with the clock, you perceived it. Time is 11 o'clock. Changed. Oh, I let go and make this, do that, do that. Now, this biomagnetic field, when there is going to be any obstruction, you perceive it. When there is going to be a diversion, hey, I don't want this, I don't face this, I don't do this, and you divert it. A diversion causes gooseneck's bend. It causes short circuit. If you try to avoid, if you don't accept the incident as it comes to you, you try to find out a shortcut methods. If you find shortcuts to get the targets or whatever you want, the divinity will cut short you. If you find shortcut, you will be cut short. So now, then stagnation causes pain. Then after a little while, the diversion causes loss of energy. Then end of the day, exhaustion, or even after 4 hours you have exhausted. Oh God, all my energy is drained. First, psychic extension of the life force particle, exhaustion causes a feeling. Now it is 12:55. What is the first sensation you will get it? Hunger. So the obstruction leads perception, and the diversion of energy leads short circuit and causes pain, and the exhaustion of energy is felt as hunger. Now the 10 steps of action and experience of man, the life force particles, or the life force is mind. Let's see one by one. Now the first feeling is sensation. I feel something moving here, or I feel something here. Okay? For that, what do you need? You need something to balance. Okay? I need food. As soon as you need food, you put efforts. You run to canteen, either you run to kitchen. Now, you put some effort. Then, you get a plate of idlis, or you get something from the kitchen. Then you started swing into action. Mouth and hand. You started eating. That is action is going on. Now, the action gets a result of, after finishing your breakfast or whatever you want, the feeling of the sensation slowly gets reduces. Now, the result is hunger is gone. Now, Swamiji says, in this forum, I would like to share an experience. No other scriptures, I don't know, to my best of my knowledge, nobody has defined the 10 steps of action and experience is mind. No book I read. Swamiji is only very clearly gave it with uncertain terms. This is how it is. This is how a mind formation is. You go and ask anybody, define mind, nobody can do it. But in Swamiji is very clearly says the 10 steps of action and experience of life force gets converted into mind. Now, then comes to, while eating, you have enjoyed your food. That enjoyment is gave you an experience. Idli with this sambar is nice. Idli with this is nice. Whenever I feel a sensation of hunger, I will eat this. So, you have an enjoyment and experience. Then you do a research on it. This is only suitable for me. That is not suitable to me. then research, then you realize, and you draw a conclusion. Whenever I feel hungry, I will eat that. Whenever I happen to go to that Lal Bagh side, I will go and eat masala dosa in that MTR hotel. You draw a conclusion. That suits me. So these 10 steps of action and experience is called mind. First 5 steps. Then during the process of eating your food, you enjoyment and it leaves an experience. Then you do research. You realize that this is good, this is bad. Then you draw a conclusion. Over. This 10 steps of action and experience is mind. I like to give you a demonstration so that your understanding is better. Apple. I said apple in my hand. Now what happened to you all? The experience of buying an apple, eating an apple, that sweater apple. No, your experience of eating an apple, everything has come. One day that fellow cheated me. Even all those things come to your mind. As soon as I said apple is not in my hand. But you have the experience, you have the enjoyed that left an experience. Your research realized and drawn a conclusion, apple is good. Okay. Now, in this hand, CQ a fruit grown in New Zealand. Anybody? No choice. Because you are not seen, you are not enjoyed, you are not no experience left, you are not drawn a conclusion, so it is not imprinted in your mind. So you cannot recall. So mind is the 10 steps of action and experience. Of the life force particle is called mind. Anubhava mudre uttugale nama manasu. The 10 steps, experience and enjoyment is your mind. If you understand this, we will move on to the next one. How it getting imprinted? Because we need a tool, the mind, to purify the genetic impurities carried over generations. So now, how all the action by thought, word and deed gets imprinted in our body. You see a cow, when it comes and touches your eyeball, the lens, it becomes a tiny cow. Then that imprint simply moves on to your brain cells. Whatever you see, it just goes to first it imprints in your retina, then passed on, taken to the optical nerves to your brain cells now. It got imprinted. Then next, due to the centripetal force, it just simply, the next millionth of a second, it just travels down to your genetic center. Because of the centripetal force, or because of the gravity, it goes to your genetic center, it got imprinted. Imprint is over. It is not going to stop here. With or without, I showed you an apple. As I asked you an apple, immediately you just recalled it. The brain cells, it is there in the genetic center. As soon as I showed you an apple from the genetic center, your experience is triggered and it comes to your mind. It just comes to your monitor. You are able to see it. So it is a process by which it continued to happen with or without your effort. All that imprinted will reflect. With or without your effort. If you recall, if I tell, it will come. Without your effort also, if you are sitting like this, it comes. Sir, when I started doing my meditation, all unwanted thought comes there. That is the problem. This is how it is. With or without your effort, it just comes out. It's a divine judgment. Okay. Now, this is how it goes on. This is how it gets imprinted. Now, where it is getting imprinted? You might have studied. You might have first level, second level, all you might have gone. But still, for you to recall. to have a better understanding of the genetic center. All that you do in your present life, it gets imprinted in your body cells as action and experience. For the typewriting, the first day when you say A, S, D, F, G, H, your friend is calling, hey, no, don't disturb me. I lose my fingering. Okay. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ Z to A reverse typing you learn, and in 3 months time you go to 20-30 word speed. Then at the 6 months, hey, ಏನೋ ನೀನು ಇವತ್ತು ಲೇಟ್. So typing still. The day 1 you were don't disturb me. After the 6 months, you are able to, looking at somewhere, you are able to do your work as an action and experience. It gets imprinted in our ligaments and tendons. The new research report says all the ligaments and tendons bears the human experiences. Human experiences. Ligaments and tendons. Night time, people are sleeping in your house. In a hall, you want to go to bathroom. You don't want to switch on the light. Correct. You're exactly touching the switch. As expansion and compression, one step, third step, stick your hand, touch it. Is it not? ಕಾಫಿ ಒಳಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಬಿಸಿ ಹಾಲು, ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಪುಡಿ ಬಂತು. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಫಿ ಪುಡಿ ಬಂತು. ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಕಾಫಿ ಪುಡಿಗೆ ಬರಾಗಿ ಮೆಣಸಿನ ಪುಡಿ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್, it gets imprinted in our, all that you do, it gets imprinted in our body cells as an expansion and compression. Learning cycle, for that matter, how difficult it is for the first day. Second day, no, straight looking at it. And after 6 months, some color goes, 3 times we turn and go. Okay. And the second place of imprint is in your brain cells. Now, everybody, please think of your headmaster or the maths teacher in the 10th standard. Everybody got it. Oh, that maths teacher twisting your ear, slapping you nicely, you got it. Because I got it. That's how I remember. So, the brain cells, it gets imprinted. All those things imprinted will reflect. You just recall, you just give a command, it goes to the respective slot, and it brings back to the monitor. See, because of the computer world, it is easy for you to give the explanation. Our understanding is very, very easy. That's going to be a hard disk. Whatever there in the hard disk, it just comes to the monitor. You give a right command, you get it. Now, the third place of imprint, it goes to the genetic center. Within 4 walls, nobody is there. Nobody is watching me. Still, that goes and gets imprinted in your genetic center. Imagine nobody is there. You saw in a hall a golden ring. What do you do? No, where is it? That's all. You stamped it now. Nobody watching it? Nobody. Nobody is there. Okay. If I just see somebody will take it, what do you do? Take a nice handkerchief. No, where is there? Where is the ring? Pocket. Now the conscious mind says, hey Kalla, it is not yours. Don't take it. Now what are we saying? No, yesterday he came to the temple, I asked for money. You only gave it. A nice justification. I asked for money, you gave it. Now you are telling it is not yours. No, I will not accept. Put it into your pocket. As long as you hold that ring, there is a fight between conscious and subconscious mind continues. Kalla nindalla, al duddu manek kodone, anandalla, koduvagalo. It just continues to happen. That is why we find pain and miseries in life. Then, within four walls, nobody is watching you. Please understand, God is inside. He is watching. And He is going to write your records. It just goes to your genetic center. You cannot escape. That is why those who are in the deathbed, even till death it continues. That's what I want to tell you. In the deathbed, some of your relative comes, somebody will cry. They cannot talk because that is also already withdrawn. I troubled you so much. I cheated you so much. Tears roll out of his eyes. Then, next moment, if somebody comes, you will laugh. Oh, how nice it is, and you cannot, how good things I did to you. Then you just smile at them, and then the tears stops. So it continues till death. All these imprints just carried away. That's from the genetic center. Then the biomagnetic field, that becomes your character. Then it goes to the Akashic imprint. How it is there in the Akashic imprint? However, how do you go to a cinema theater? With all powder and snow, with no headache, you had enough money, you are fresh, energetic, you go to Yandran movie. Is it not? You just go there with all those things, you get inside the theater, you liked it because new modern technology, how these things they link together, with that enthusiasm, you gone inside the theater. While coming out, you would have observed, you don't know which way to go. With the crowd you go. This is not a way. I would have gone that side. Why? You liked it movie, you had enough energy. While getting inside the theater, you had enough of energy. While getting out of the theater, the movie you like, then why do you go out like that? It sucked away your life energy. The Akashic imprint in the theater are what? Murder, cheating, all those things are there. All that negative energy sucks away your life energy. To have a better understanding, when do you go to a temple? When you are deflated. No, see, let us go to a temple or God to get some blessings. When you go to a temple, you get charged. You come out. So the magnetic field, the Akashic imprint, sucks away your life energy. Still have a better understanding. When you go to some of your friends' house, you feel like sitting some more time and talking to them. When you go to somebody's house, just move out. Why? Because in such kind of houses, they will always fight. The Akashic imprint is contaminated. They fight and fight. All the time they think negative. That is why you are unable to stay in some houses, and some houses, now everybody is calculating. How many? Why? That is why people are not coming to my house. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕುಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಇನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನಾಗಿ ಇರಬಾರದು. No, don't think that way. If somebody is coming, they're putting sometimes staying in your house, don't worry, enjoy. So now, all these qualities, all that imprints, carried over generations. As I told you, it is a treasure house of karma, passed on generations over generations. Now, with the tool, you are going to correct it. You are going to cut, paste and edit it. Now, the first one is the past. We started from our womb. When we started our life, it just carried over generations. Now, in this context, I just want to ask you, what was your weight while born? 3 kg. Oh, good. I am asking you the date of while born, what is your weight? You are all telling the weight at the time of separation. You are telling the weight of separation. Mother and child are separated. I am not asking you the date of separation. The weight during the date of separation. I am asking you the date of birth and the time of birth. What was your weight? 0.00001 milligram. So there you started your karma. Mother gives through the umbilical cord. She just, with a tiffin carrier, she sends all the food through her umbilical cord. Whatever you want to become, please understand what the invisible karma, the invisible genetic center propels you to construct your body in the mother's uterus. If you want to become a basketball player, your daddy and mummy are 4 and 4.5 feet height. Their continued unfulfilled desire to become a basketball, at least they didn't allow me to the basketball court, they didn't allow me here and there. Now their unfulfilled desire, deeply ingrained, propelled to you. Now you are ready to construct your body in this. Your structure is going to be 6 feet and 3 inches tall. Your mother is responsible and she is sending you the tiffin carrier. Food through the umbilical cord. You are responsible and you construct this physical body to enjoy and to experience your unfulfilled desires. Passed on over generations. So this is past. And the present, what do we do? If they don't have this knowledge and idea about the genetic center, we simply say, it is my fate. We simply follow that fate. We simply carry more and more as per the fate you live. And you add more and more karmas. At the end of your life, you will have enough load on your back. So that is what you are going to transfer to your future. Akamiya karma. Now, Sanchita karma plus Prarabdha karma is what is you are going to, that your big huge volume of karmas, that's what you are going to transfer to your successive generations. Now using your tool, how do you cut, paste and edit? Mind. That which imprinted will only reflect. Whatever you have imprinted our generations over generations, now that is what is accumulated here. Now we are going to use the powerful tool. Now this is the past you have accumulated. Use the tool given to you. Mind. Calm down your mind and emotions. Start and taking an inner travel. Beta to alpha, alpha to theta, theta and delta. Get connected with the divinity. In Turiyati state, you get connected to the divinity. You become divine. You know how? This is a magnet. Take a needle. Bring it near it. Keep it here, it will not attract. When it brings in the magnetic field, it attracts. Now the needle is here. Assume the needle is here. You don't know efforts. The needle is stuck to the magnet. It will not fall down. Now what do? We are doing Turiyatita meditation. We are with the magnetic field of God. God is embracing us. ದೇವರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹಂಗೆ ಅಪ್ಪಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಪಿಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. Now we are all there in the magnetic field of God. Oh, I had to go to my office. It's time. I had to cook. I had to do my karma. You detach. Correct? Unless you plug the pin out of the magnet, it will not come. It will stay there only. Now, after some time, what do you find in this needle? Magnet. From where you get it? Where this needle got it? It is from the magnet. When you continue to do this Turiyatita meditation, the divine qualities of love and compassion is simply passed on to you. Use this powerful tool. All the generations carried away, and as a treasure you are holding it. Use the tool. Correct it. Use your powerful tool given by Swamiji, Turiyatita Dhyana. I happened to go to a Jnani. In his presence, we all as a group, we had visited him inside interior Karnataka. And he was actually a shepherd. When he was doing that, he got realized. One day when we are talking to him, Swamiji, Swamiji has taught us a meditation. We want to do it. Please do it. I want to see. I will also join. He was with us. We did that Turiyatita meditation. He was really thrilled. What a man, what a great guru he is. He simply showed you the path of realization. A very practical approach for merging the fractional consciousness with the total consciousness. What a beautiful technique. That's what the comment given by a jnani, a realized, God-realized person. So, using this powerful tool, you get liberated from the birth and death cycle. So, sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, akamya karma, now the load is no more there. You get liberated. In the process, you are not leaving anything in this world. You are going to leave only free and fair. No EMI left. Your children will enjoy the property. All the treasure they will enjoy. That gives them peace, health and happiness. Now, what are the two functions of the genetic center that we have seen? What is genetic center, what is mind, what is the function of the genetic center, how it works. Using the powerful tool, you can correct it. Now, the two functions of the genetic center. Two important functions of the genetic center are: one is self-compressing and recording all those things, the thoughts, deeds in the genetic center. This is what is the first and foremost and important function. Compressing and recording in genetic center. And the second one is magnifying. It just, whatever is recorded, with or without your effort, it magnifies our thoughts and deeds. Precisely, please understand, precisely to the mental frequency. You have a storehouse of karma. That is what is there in the genetic center, carried over millions and millions of years. Now, it's precisely the divine court is going to give you according to the mental frequency. If crimes are committed at a higher frequency, all that unwanted things are committed at a higher frequency. If you meditate and you achieve the lower frequency, today the medical science proves, if you, in the morning when you do 30 minutes of meditation, you have touched the theta wave, say between 4 and 5 cycles, the calm state of mind, that state of mind remains for next 12 hours. Nobody can shake you, please understand. That is the effect of the meditation. If you meditate for half an hour, next 12 hours you are going to continue it. And the end of the day, when you again do that meditation, next 12 hours, no Simha will chase you. No bad thoughts, no bad dreams. You will have a blissful sleep. Again do it. You are starting an unruffled lifestyle. Nobody can shake you. No, even an emotional person comes, you are in a different field, you are in a calm state of mind. So they will just go away. It bounces back. So these are the two important functions of the genetic center: recording and propelling, manifesting. If you maintain that mental frequency, you are free from that karmas. Now, the same, we will come back to the court. Now, who is the judge? You are the judge. The divine supreme court, the judge sitting inside the court is you and nobody else. Don't worry. Yen sir is dina eno madibitidinella yen madado. Again, don't worry. Think positive hereafter. The idle mind is devil's workshop, is it? No. Change your idle mind is to divine workshop. Automatic process, you don't need to do anything. If you are in the lower frequency, positive thoughts will only manifest. So idle mind automatically becomes a divine workshop for a meditator. A non-meditator, it is going to be devil's workshop. Sir, what to do for that? I want to become divine. I want to manifest all the divine qualities in me. Read only good books. No dust. Don't read dust. What is that? Stardust. Some experience, why do you want it? Stardust and Fair magazines, all you should not read. What is that? Film Fair. It is only unfair. Okay, do not read that kind of books. Read only good books. Now, speak good. Good ideas follows. Do good actions. Good results follows. See only good qualities in others. ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ಆಂಟಿ ಜಿಪ್ನ ನೋಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು see the miserly lady. Okay? How do you want me to just look at that lady now? What is that I can see good qualities in her? Then think of, why do you get angry of that miserly lady? Because you asked for Karumaiyam soppu. She didn't give because she has got a big tree in her house. She is not giving you, she will not give you, it's worth for only say 2 rupees or 5 rupees. She is not, you are in a hurry, you are not going to, somebody's guest is coming, no, I will not give you. No, got angry, let it, okay. Now, how can I see good things in that lady? Now I will tell you, you have 4 members in your family. Both of you are going to work, children are going to school and college. Every time you just lock your door and give the key to her. Husband, wife, children, different timings you give it. Different timings you come and pick up the key. In your absence, many people come to your house. Many people, many visitors. She takes care of those addresses, the feedbacks, and she receives all the courier. She does all that work in your absence. That means she is doing a security job. Today you will have to pay 3,500 rupees for a security man. Now, you are looking at that lady for 5 rupees. Indirectly she is doing 3,500 rupees job. She is acting as a security. Now, you should be very proud of her. Oh God, 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕರಿಬೇವಿನ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಗಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. She is doing 3,500 rupees worth of security job. Now your mindset changed. See good things in others. Always see good things in others. Why? Because mind is a wave. It's a biomagnetic wave. Mind takes the shapes and qualities of others. If you look at that lady as miserly lady, you become miser. I will not also give it. You become miser. That time, no, she is not giving you. Why should I give it? You look at her, you start helping her. So develop positive qualities. Never look at your weaknesses. Even if you have a weakness of fear, do not say that I have overcome fear. The fear word still remains. I am courage. Opposite, positive only you must think. Think of great personalities who gives you, look at their life, look at their lifestyle, how they are. That is why I said don't look at the fair and dust. Look at the great personalities. Read only good books. Look at their lifestyle and life stories. It charges you. A cheerful mind is a mental tonic because it produces serotonin. Serotonin gives you contentment and happiness in life. Melatonin increases your memory. Serotonin gives you contentment in life and happiness. So, how do you increase your thought power? By morality, concentration, organizing thinking, and developing your willpower. Avurigalla will ide, nanagilla. No, everybody has got a will. Will draws energy and will directs energy. Now the conclusion. realize the greatness of genetic center. You heard about the genetic center? Realize the greatness of genetic center and realize the value of genetic center. Realize the necessity to purify the genetic center. Use your powerful tool of mind. Know the ways and means of purifying the genetic center. Put your efforts. Practice it. Do sadhana. Without sadhana, you cannot achieve it. You heard it. Put into practice. Practice makes a man perfect. And get liberated from the bondage of life and birth cycle. You know, what do we do? I just give a small example and conclude it. 11:30. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You all understood. Like we understood the genetic center. Okay? Yeah. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. What is your understanding? You have to take an apple, eat it, the apple becomes our body. Phosphorus, calcium, minerals, everything goes to our body, you become healthier. So an apple a day, your body is healthier, you don't need to go to a doctor. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. A good understanding. You know, what do we do? With that understanding, what you should do, but what we are doing. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, 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 an apple a day keeps the doctor away. We don't swing into action. Go there, buy an apple, eat an apple, get liberated. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. God bless you all. Thank you.